Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Happy hump day. Happy hump day to everybody. I just had to adjust my volume. Sometimes it feels like I'm screaming. So if I'm screaming, you guys let me know. Please let me know. Tell me to turn it down a notch. Okay. I have 138 people in the building. Can you please hit that thumbs up button on your way in? I appreciate it very much. Today we're going to have a conversation, y'all. We're going to have a conversation. And we have my friend Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Rachel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
How are you, my girl?
I am well. How's everybody doing?
Yes, hold on. Let me turn this little. I hate when it has this little uh, echo noise. We're going to have a conversation today, y'all. First, before we start this conversation, I just want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. You guys rock. I'll tell you this every day, and I'm going to continue to tell you. Also, I do want to drop this link. Oh, you know what? I'm going to drop it. Hey, Rachel, can you remind me toward the end to drop the link for people to sign up? But you know what? Let me just do it now because people are going to fall off and go to sleep. Hold on one second. The Christmas giveaway. I mean, the exchange gift. Do you hear like an echo? I hear it. Hold on. Can you hear it now?
I don't hear an echo.
You don't? Maybe it's just me. I don't hear it, and it's irritating me.
Hey, everybody in the chat.
Hold on, let me turn something. The sound of it. Can you hear me now? Oh,
I
I
can
hear it
hear,
more. Can you
I
hear me
can
now?
I can hear you.
Oh, you sound like you're in the bathroom. Hold on.
Sure.
What about now? Ooh, this got me sounding all deep. Ain't trying to be sexy. Oh, I don't like the sound. Hold
You
on.
can't help it.
All right, what about now?
You sound good.
Okay. I just hear like this little sound. I don't know why I hear it. I can hear like really, really good. I can't see where the doggone though. I'm gonna drop this link for those that still want to join the gift exchange. Oh, it just told me my password is wrong. Oh my god, come on. I may have to get the link from the other. What in the world? Sometimes I dream about you. All right, I'll drop it. I'll drop it. Shoot. I'll drop the link, y'all. Just remind me if you can, Rachel. If you forget, I'll just figure it out. But I'll drop it though. Somebody that's gonna ground me throughout the whole night, can you please remind me to drop that link uh, to sign up for the Christmas giveaway? Okay. Somehow I did something with the password. But anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hello, everyone. I have 199 people in the building, so I should have 199 thumbs up. But if not, at least 150 would be great. But we're going to have a conversation today, y'all. We're going to have a conversation. Hey, T baby. Hey, Shantae. Foxy Lady, Sonya, Lisa. This is a new me, Jay, Latanya, Bree, Neat, Cassie, S. Hawk, A Taste with Chef Cupcake. Hey, girl. Anyway, I want to talk about today, honey. I want to talk about how to identify the red flags in friendships because, Rachel, you do know that there's red flags in relationships, right? We
A-
always talk about those red flags, right?
Absolutely.
But guess what? There's also red flags, toxic signals, warning signs, yields in friendships. And we just can't ignore them. You have to pay attention to those as well. How many of you guys have identified red flags in friendships that you ignored and then you turn around and got bit, stung, burnt, sliced, diced. Who are about to show of hands that has gotten bit by a snake that was supposed to be your friend? What about you, Rachel? You ever got bit by a snake?
I have. Unfortunately, yes, I have.
You want to talk about it right quick before we talk about these toxic signals?
Well, let me start off by saying that as I've gotten older, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have those type of problems, and not saying that at the age that I am that I will never experience it again. But
Mm-hmm.
as the younger me who always wanted to see the best in everybody and kind of get along with everyone, I've
Mm-hmm.
been blessed. I've been blessed. Of course, we talk about being in the military because a lot of our friends,
Mm-hmm.
family, and I've had friends to take advantage. I've had friends to not respect my boundaries. I've had
Mm-hmm.
friends that would call to gossip. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing I learned that, if you call me to gossip about the next person, what
Mm-hmm.
makes me think that you won't gossip about me?
Yes, especially if you guys supposed to be cool, right?
Right, right. And it's a hurting feeling once you find out the truth
Mm-hmm.
because
Did your volume go out?
I think someone was trying to call me.
Oh, okay, yeah, that happens. Somebody's saying there's an echo. Do y'all hear echo? I don't hear echo.
I don't hear an echo. Is it when I speak? I'm not sure.
No, no, no. I don't hear one at all. Somebody said they heard one, but I don't hear one.
I don't hear an echo. Is it when I speak?
Oh, yeah, I do hear it when you speak.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my TV all the way down. Just like to have it on. But
Okay.
is it better?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank y'all for letting us know about the echo. I didn't even hear it actually. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm
Thank
good
you,
now.
Miss Too Much. Yeah. I turned the volume all the way down on the television, so hopefully that sounds better.
Yeah, I want to go over some let me tell y'all a story about some red flags that I missed, and then we're gonna go over some textbooks, signals, signs, y'all. There are signs out there that your friendship is toxic, okay? That you need to freaking stage left, okay? Walk away, get rid of them, leave, don't look back, deplete them, delete them from your life, okay? So I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about what happened to me. So I had a friend, and you know what? Now that I think back on it, the red flags was flying all in my face and slapping me all in my face, okay? So I had a friend that we were cool as a fan, okay? Now, because I come from a military background, it does have to relate with military, okay? Hold on, D wants to come up, but let me just see. Hey D, can I tell this story right quick before you start? Before you
Of
speak?
course, of course, of course.
All right,
Hi
so I'm
Dee. Hi Dee. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
so I had a friend and we started off, she outranked me, okay? And going to school, and you know how it is, Rachel. You go to school, you become an officer and this, that, and the other. Then I ended up outranking her, okay?
Hmm.
Still had mad respect for her. Always respected her. Because I looked at it, even though I outranked her eventually, I always had mad respect because one, we were friends. Two, she was older than me. And three, I didn't let the rank change anything. I still respected her as a senior NCO. Okay. Even though I was a junior officer, I still respected her. And we do anyway. You know what I mean? So anyway, but she would say things to me. Like she started calling me Miss Chancellor. You know who Miss Chancellor is?
That was a nickname someone gave
Are you
me.
serious?
Yes, this
I
is
didn't
from
know
the
that.
from the stories.
From the soap operas. She used to call me Miss Chancellor, but I didn't check her or anything. I'm like, girl, stop saying that, stop saying that. So then it went from Miss Chancellor to uppity, and I know you ain't gonna like this, or when we get ready to go out to eat, oh, I know you ain't gonna like this, or snob, or oh, I forgot how snooty you are now, and uppity. I heard uppity a lot. I heard Miss Chancellor, bougie, just all those little words. And you know what I used to do? I used to laugh. Girl, stop playing. Girl, stop playing. Girl, girl, we could, just playing it off, playing it off, playing it off. But you can't play that type of stuff off. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe one time or maybe two is joking, but when someone is constantly calling you bougie, calling you uppity, calling you Miss Chancellor, saying things like that, they are insinuating something. And guess what? You need to pay closer attention. And I didn't. And I didn't. And I did not check her. So, things just went on by this way, Then we would do things together. Like if there was a birthday party, it could have been anybody in our circle birthday party. Oh, we were celebrating. Okay. We didn't care if it was your 39th birthday, your 42nd birthday, your 40th. It didn't matter. It didn't have to be a significant birthday or anything. We were celebrating. We were celebrating anything. Then she started saying things like, don't try to steal the show to me. She would tell me that. Don't try to steal the show. You always think it's about you. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, where is she getting this from or whatever? But still, guess what I didn't do? I didn't say anything. I just ignored it. Just laughed it off. You cannot ignore these type of signals. You hear me? I should have questioned it. I should have said something. I should have checked her. I didn't. So the straw that broke the camel back was, and I think I told y'all a little bit about this. Another mutual friend of ours called me on the phone one day and said, I want to come over your house and I want you to listen to a recording. He said, I want to go somewhere. No, he said, I want you to go somewhere out of the area, not around me. And I just want you to hit play. Then I want you to come back, give me my phone, and I'm leaving. I don't want no questions asked. I don't want to answer no questions or anything. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this girl about to come over my house and let me hear a recording of my husband cheating on me or something, right? That's what I'm thinking. Never in a million years did I ever expect to hear the things that I heard. Okay. So she came on my house. I went upstairs. I hit play like she said, and my mouth dropped. My friend, my BFF, so I thought, was talking about me, saying things like, oh, I think I'm all that. I think my house is all that. She's tired of me speaking of my home. She said, oh, she got all this Kirkland, what do you call them things that you put in your house? I can't even think of it, like the decorations or whatever. She got all this Kirkland decoration and paintings and art things or whatever on her wall. She talked about me like a dog. She was like, if she say something else about her house, I'm just gonna, she was literally mad about me discussing my home. That's some other things she said about my daughter that, I'm very defensive about my kids. So it pissed me off, right? So anyway, I came downstairs and gave her the phone and she left. Our mutual friend did not want to discuss it. But she told me that she recorded, home interior, that's right. She told me she recorded it because she got tired of her calling and talking about me. And she didn't know how to tell me. So she said she knew that if she would have came to me and told me herself, that I probably wouldn't have believed it. So what did she do? She recorded it and I heard it for myself. So anyway, had I not ignored the red flags long before, I would have known what was going on. But guess what I did? I ignored it. And I ignored it. You got to stop ignoring the red flags.
Amora, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do you think you ignored it?
Because I think I kind of knew that she was jealous, but I wanted her to feel like she didn't have to be. Because, like, I outranked her, right? And eventually I did. And then, me and my husband, we had nice homes and stuff like that. And it's like, she was single. She was a single mother. I was married, and stuff like that. And she never got married. Like, she's still not married to this day. But I think that I wanted to show her that you don't have to be jealous. I respect the heck out of you. I look at us like we're on the same level. I don't look at material things that I have or stuff like that, like I'm better than somebody, because that, you know, it doesn't make material things don't make you better. Money don't make you better. I wanted her to see us on the same level, and I felt that she did not. So that's why I ignored it, because I was like, you know, I kind of knew what it was, and I didn't want to believe. Didn't want to believe, you know.
I met and even though we're not close as we used to be, where we don't talk at all, but I still consider her a friend. Back in 2003, I met a young lady. Look, she probably 2 or 3 years older than me, but we bonded really closely at work, you know, cubicles side by side, you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
We developed a really good friendship, really good friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how you would notice how a person would treat other people, but you think that you're an exception to the rule?
Mm-hmm.
And I would see her say things, do things, tell things. And we had a mutual friend, and me and the mutual friend had a disagreement, and it was a back and forth between them two about me. And to come to find out, she was, to me, she was advocating us to amend our friendship, but to her, she was making it seem like, you know, she didn't want us to be friends. And I said, if she gets on the phone with me, and at that time, me and the mutual friend weren't speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have known nothing about what she had going on. I shouldn't have known anything about anything
Right.
that pertained to her, because we weren't speaking at the time. But
Mm-hmm.
we had this mutual friend, and she was telling me all her business. I mean, from
So
the
are you
top.
saying that you and the other girl, y'all weren't friends? Y'all fell out.
Yeah, we fell out, but we're actually back friends now. But we fell out. We all three were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the friend that I'm speaking of, that became both our friends, because me and the other girl were friends first. And I
Right.
met this other girl at work, and I brought her in our circle.
Right.
And I I could, you know, like I said, you hear her on the phone talk about other people's business. You hear her spread other people's business, and you're thinking that you have this bond with this person, that they would never do anything like that to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not an exception to the rule, I found out, because um she really played us against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it really hurt my feelings, because I said I did something. I lied, and I told her something. It was a lie. I said that I had slept with a friend guy of mine. I told him what I was about to do. I said, I'm about to tell her that I slept with you.
Just to see if she is
And
credited.
baby, when I say 10 seconds after I hung up that phone, he said, okay, this was the plan. I told him what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, as soon as it gets back to me, I'll post on Facebook that I didn't know that females lie on their private parts like men do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I told him. So I told her. And when I say, it might have been more than 10 seconds, but it wasn't longer than the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he posted it. And I was just so heartbroken, because, like I said, when you think you're the exception to the rule because people. What? Okay. I'm sorry. That was my problem with my friendship. I paid light bills. She could call me. I paid light bills. Her daughter, which, and then I hate to talk about things that I do for people because I do them from the heart. And my mom and the Bible always told me if you do things from the heart, that you don't have to worry about or expect anything from anyone when you do it from the heart. But it hurts. And you want to talk about it because you can't believe that someone you went far and beyond for would do you like that. Like she really spread that rumor. Like she took it far and beyond, and it got back to him and he let me know, and she was the only person I told.
Right.
And like I said, it really hurt because we were really good friends, and to know that I'm not an exception.
Did that?
Never think what you say.
Did you ask her why she do it? Did she explain why she did that?
When I say I cut all ties, we had an argument and things got heated. We never had like a sit down conversation. So you know when you're in the heat of the moment, words never come out right.
That's true.
We're talking and we're fussing and nothing came out right. And to this day, we haven't spoken. Do I miss her friendship because we were really good friends? But do I miss the character? No, because I sit back and I think we are not exception to the rules. And like you were saying, missing the red flags. And that's what made me want to say something, because I wasn't an exception to the rule. When people show you who they are, believe them.
Absolutely.
Whenever you saw her, she had a phone to her ear. Like she's never not on the phone. Never. And she's gossiping, she's talking, and I just thought.
Did she have anything going on for herself?
She worked, but she didn't have a man.
Did you have a man at the time?
Yes, I'm married. Yes, I was married at the time. And if my husband knew how many bills I've paid for that hoe, oh Lord, excuse me.
Oh, I understand.
Like if he knows what I did for her, like that I've took and given to her. And like I said, we're not exceptions to the rule. And no matter how you think someone loves you, you have to pay attention to how they treat other people too.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Because she treated other people like really bad. And me and her never had a falling out or a bad relationship or an argument. So I was thinking everything was good. Like her daughter was in homecoming. And when I say I brought every outfit, got her makeup done, got her shoes done. She was always on hard times. She was fucking out of both drawers legs. So I don't know how she ain't had no money, because you ain't laying up in here and ain't paying no bills. But, you know, I constantly was always giving, making sure she was okay. And to look back.
Sound like it was a one-sided friendship then.
It definitely was. It definitely was.
And I'm glad we come to that, because that's one of the traits. And let me just go back a little bit on my story. I forgot to mention that was one of the flags as well. It was a one-sided friendship, meaning that like when birthdays come around, like if I'm friends with you, and if it's your birthday, you get a gift. If it's Christmas, you get a gift. If it's Valentine's,
yes.
Chocolate. If it's Easter, I'm buying you a chocolate bunny. Like we did things like that. Like, but I found myself always being the giver. And it was like, oh girl, I forgot. Dang, it's Christmas already. You know I got you. Or when we was going out to eat, I was paying. So when you that is one of the signs, and we're going to discuss that in a few. But thank you, Dee, so much for coming up. I got another young lady that came up and she wanted to discuss her story. But thank you so much for sharing that with us, Dee. We appreciate you, baby.
Of course. Just know that pay attention to how they treat others, because you are not an exception to the rule.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good night.
Okay, you too, baby. See you in the comments. Okay. Hey, Caribbean.
Hi, guys. How are you?
How are you, honey?
I,
You got a story right
I
there.
am blessed. Actually, yes. I actually got a testimony that, that I want to share. I had a friend of 32 years of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
We fought together. We slept in the same bed.
Oh,
Um, I know a lot about her. She knew a lot about me. You know, she was part of my children's birth, two of them. She was my daughter's godmother. I love this girl to death, and I still do till to this day. Um, my family will tell me how terrible of a person that she was. She doesn't like me. She's jealous. But that wasn't something that I wanted to believe, because for 32 years of friendship, you don't want to believe that somebody that's been around you for 32 years,
right, 30.
they're jealous.
Yeah.
So, um, some of the stuff that she knew about me in me confiding in her, I would see it on Facebook. It will be a post, but it will be subliminal to my story. And at first, I was like, maybe I'm just, taking it too serious. Maybe it's not me, because she's a friend that had, other girlfriends. She loved the large crowds. I didn't. She was very sociable.
Okay.
So, she will put out these little things, just little subs. So
Mm-hmm.
one day she called me and she said, she was like, oh, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she told me that how it is that she thought that you have AIDS. So I'm like, huh?
Wait a minute. What?
And yeah, she said, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she
Uh,
was saying that you got so skinny, it seems as though you have HIV. So I was like, what? Why would she be, why would you guys would even be having any conversation, and to have that type of conversation, that's
right.
kind of serious.
Yeah.
So, I listened, and I went back to my mom. I told my mom. My mom was like, "What? That's kind of like really out of pocket, like out of body." You know,
Most.
Mind you, she knew that that I had my kids, and I have two different kids' dad. So apparently, she was telling her my story. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I went to God. I said, Father, I'm asking you, for every mountain that there is that's going to block my blessing, I ask for you to remove it, reveal it, let me see it. I
Mm-hmm.
left and went to visit her in New York. And when I got there, um, the same young lady that she told me that she had the conversation with, she came up to me and she was like, oh, your friend was saying that how it is that you have two different baby fathers. And so I'm like, oh, really? She started to tell me exactly what she said.
Mm-hmm.
I never confronted her, and I refused to. If it is that you and I fell out, I refuse to go and put your business out there. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm not going to go tit for tat with you.
Right.
So, we communicated, we conversation. Oh, I love you. Oh, you're the only person that I trust. And I left and I came back, in silence. I never told her anything. I just packed my bags and I left her home and came back to where I was. Came back to Illinois. She called me and I never responded, because at that time, I figured, look, it's time for me to get rid of the toxicity. So
Right.
she called me and I didn't respond. And she proceeded to write me a long text. And everything that she felt about me in that 32 years, she placed it in that text. And
Dang.
that opened my eyes to so much wisdom, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that it doesn't matter who it is that you think that you love. If they don't love you the same or feel the same way about you,
Yes.
that action is never going to be reciprocated. And
Right.
it taught me a lesson. I told myself, I said, from this day forward, I would
Mm-hmm.
never entrust another person. I prefer being by myself. Me and Jesus before I entrust another person in my life. For 32 years, I did not know that my friend hated me.
Dang, 32.
32 years.
Wow.
So, it's a lesson, and I'm so glad that it happened that way, because what God showed me is
Yes.
that it is that you're supposed to place your trust in Him, not in another man, not in
Yes.
another human being. And I'm thankful for that. And I think she called me the other day and she was like, "Oh, I just want to you know, rekindle the friend." No, ma'am, no. It's over. It's done. It's okay. You have a blessed life, and I'll continue to have my blessed life. I'm at peace.
Oh,
So, like the young lady said before, when a person show you who they are the first time, you better believe them. The
never
little
believe.
stuff that she was placing on Facebook, it was a message to me, and I wasn't getting it because I was still deep in love. And
Right.
one thing we don't understand, sometimes love is so blind that you can't see the truth. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Caribbean Meals. Girl, where you live so I can come get a Caribbean meal from
Oh,
you.
in Illinois.
Oh, dang, you too far.
Yes, my business is in Illinois. Yeah.
Well, maybe if I come to Illinois, maybe I can get a Caribbean
Yes, ma'am.
meal.
Definitely so. Definitely so.
Thank you so much for sharing that story with us. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome, my dear. Have a blessed night.
All right, you too. See you in the comments. So it's interesting what she said. And then Robbie ended up texting right as she was talking. And Robbie said, when you want friends, you ignore the signs because you want friends. It's the same, it's kind of the same with the relationship. When you want to be in a relationship, you ignore some of these signs because you really want that relationship or you really want that marriage, right? So, but something that I wanted to say, and I'm going to put this up, but I'm also going to just be going off. I'm going to put them up, and I hope y'all can see it. I'm going to click on one or two and maybe read from it, but I'm also going to go off ones that I noticed that may not even be up here. Okay. But one of the biggest ones that I know, and from both of the ladies that just came up, spoke about is one-sided friendship. You know what I mean? When you're doing more, even when you're discussing more, telling more, when you're giving more, it don't even have to be financial, right? When you're giving more, you're pouring into someone more, right? You're listening more, you're advising more, when you're just doing more, when you're just giving more in that friendship than they are, that's a flag. Now, I'm not saying it has to be 50-50. I mean, it may sound like it needs to be 50-50, but everybody can't meet you where you are, right? But it definitely shouldn't be 20-80, right? A good balance. I don't know. What do you think, Rachel? You think a good balance? I don't think 50-50 is the good balance because everybody's not the same, but it should be, what do you think the ratio should be for you and your friendship in giving to each other?
I think at particular times it's going to be not always 80-20. It depends on whatever situation is going on in your life and going on in that person's life. But that very first one that's the one I wanted to address for my situation, ignoring boundaries. But again, as far as ratio,
Uh-huh.
I think it's going to change over time depending on what type of relationship, and it's going to depend on what's going on in that person's life. Because sometimes at different times we're able to give more and we're able to get less. But as a friend, knowing you, I would understand that.
Okay.
And so for me, that very first one is and then I'm going to step down, ignoring your boundaries. And it happened to me and a very good friend, and we've been friends, we're still friends actually, but we
Mhm.
used to be so close that we talked every day. And it got to a point where she was going through something and I was going through something at the same time. I would get phone calls, one, two,
Mhm.
three, four, five, 6 in the morning,
Mhm.
and she was going through a lot. And I was there, I was giving her the advice that I would want someone to give to me.
Mhm.
And she it got to a point where it got to be heavy because at the time I was going through something. And
Did you
I
share it
actually,
with her?
I did share it with her. She knew that, and she wasn't very. Do you? Sometimes people, when they're going through, they can't reciprocate and give you that because their energy is depleted. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And so I told her, I said, sweetie, I said, this is a lot. I said, give me a week. Let me deal with what I'm dealing with. And then, let's continue to work. I'll be here for you. Just, we can work it out and you could talk it out. And I'm here. I'm your friend.
Mhm.
Why did I ask for a week? She called me the next day and her first words was, I know you said that you wanted some time to work out. You're going through X, Y, and Z. I was going to school at the time. It was some things with the kids and relationship was busted and I was going through.
Mhm.
And the very next day she called me with everything that she had going on. And I said, okay, we talked about that and it continued to happen, the days following that. And so what I actually had to do with her was to tell her that this is why I'm not answering your calls. It got to
Mhm.
be too much for me.
Mm.
But that's very important in any relationship, whether it's a marriage, you're
Yeah.
dating, a
Uh-huh.
work relationship.
Mhm.
You have to set boundaries with people because if you don't, sometimes people will overstep your boundaries. They're not aware.
Right. Yeah,
And
no, I totally agree.
but if I tell you, this is causing me some stress, added stress that I don't need right now, as a friend, you would understand. And fast forward to now, she and I are still friends, but it's like a distant thing because I kind of my cutoff game is really is really stronger than I actually, willing to admit.
Mhm.
But she's dear to me. I'm always going to be a friend. She always tells me, you're always going to be my friend. I miss you. And I could even imagine, moving back up north here next week. I'll reconnect with her, but sometimes you still got to go through that. You have to let them know where you stand, just so they can have the respect,
Right.
for your boundaries. That's very important. Boundaries are extremely important.
No, definitely, I totally agree. And then, and on top of that, with the ignoring the boundaries, like you said, sometimes friends, as in relationships, need a minute. You know what I'm saying? They may be consumed with a whole lot going on in their lives. You understand what I'm saying? They may have kids to attend to, their relationship to attend to, stuff like that. So, and if they need a minute, like you just said, if they say, you know what, I got a lot going on, give me a few days, I just need to just, you know, digest some of this information or whatever the case may be, what's going on in my life. I may need to download some stuff that's going on in my life. Give me a few days and, we can reconnect. And if you wigging out, freaking out or whatever, because you can't talk to this person, you can't, they're not speaking to you and you get mad and just get overly emotional over it. That's another, you know what I'm saying? That's ignoring boundaries and, making people feel guilty and trying to guilt trip them into trying to talk to you and stuff like that when they just said, listen, I need a minute. So yeah, that's a freaking red flag for you.
That is a red flag, and I'm gonna step down. Thanks for having me up,
Thank
Amora.
you so much, Rachel. I appreciate you, girl. See you in
I
the comments.
appreciate you too.
Okay, honey. Talk
All
to you in
right,
a
see
bit.
you in the comments.
Okay, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying, Tinker. She said it sounds like she developed a codependent relationship with you. And guess what, girl? That is actually another sign of a toxic relationship. Let me see. Let me put it back up for y'all. Hold on. I'm sure there are many, many. Oh, I already had it up. There are many, many different signs, but I just pulled up one that had a whole bunch of different ones. But the codependency, thinking, oh my God, I need to talk to you. I need to hear your voice. I need to see you right now. Yes, that is another sign, right? And the two young ladies that came up here earlier said the gossip thing. Okay. What's that? Listen, y'all know I ain't real good with repeating the sayings, but let's see if I can get this one right. A dog that a dog that brings a bone carries a bone. Is that how you say it? A dog that brings a bone carry a bone, which means I never for the life of me, I never for the life of me understood how you can be friends, groups of friends, let's just say right now, let's just leave it at 3 friends, right? All 3 of y'all are friends, right? But that one friend want to come back to you and talk about the other friend, right? And you're like, that's strange because we're friends. Have you talked to her? Because, that's one of the first things you're going to say, right? Have you spoken to her about this? Have you talked to her about this? Do she understand that you have this problem with her? You know what I mean? And, let's just say it happened one time, right? You listen, you're like, okay. But then it keeps happening. It keeps happening. You're like, wait a minute. What is going on? You feeling weird and you feel compelled to say something to the other person because it makes you feel dirty to sit there and listen to your other friend talking to you about your other friend, especially if y'all supposed to be all 3 friends, right? And also it's going to make you question, well, damn, if she keep coming to me and talking about Lisa, I wonder if she going, to Lisa talking about me. So it's a red flag. It is a red flag. You know what I mean? Talking to your friend about something that, can help Lisa. I wonder what we could do to help Lisa, to motivate her more, to, encourage her, to lift her, to, help her elevate. That's one thing, right? But to sit there and just be like, yeah, she a hoe. She's sleeping with this person and she that and all that. And, she don't clean up. She's a bad, horrible wife. She this, she that, whatever. You can't be my friend and come and tell me about another one of my friends like that. It just can't work. Then that means something ain't right. I'm not about to sit here and listen to you call my friend a name, speak out of character about my friend, and we all friends. Because I'm gonna automatically assume you're doing that same shit to me. Because how can you say you friends, but you gossiping like that? Again, how can we motivate? How can we elevate? How can we help this person? That's one thing, right? But she trashy. She a bitch. She this, she that. No, you ain't gonna be able to say that to me. Get thee out my face with that. You understand what I'm saying? Get thee away from me talking like that. I don't do that. That is red flag number 15,000 and trillion. You understand what I'm saying? That's a red flag if I ain't never seen one before. Okay? So yeah, that's a big one for me, right? Another one, right? I'm not gonna listen all these up, but here's one. Have you ever had a friend that just exhausts you, drain your energy, pull every damn thing out of you, always got shit going on in their life that you just want to say, oh my God, I don't even want to hear this shit no more. It's just, they just toxic already anyway. And them telling you what they got going on make you exhausted. Something always going on. They just got toxic shit in their life. You don't want to always hear that shit. You love them, right? You like, oh, I love you, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Please don't take offense to what I'm about to say. But oh my God, I got these bills to pay. I don't know what I'm gonna do every damn month, right? These kids getting on my damn nerves. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My husband is getting on my nerves. I don't know what I want to do. My job, I can't stand it. I don't want to know. I don't know what I want to do. I mean, God damn. Drain suck the freaking energy, right? You don't even be knowing what to say about. You just be making up excuses on how to hang up the phone or leave or something. And I know it ain't right, I know you should be able to just say, girl, I don't want to hear it, but you don't want to be mean. You don't want to be rude. But oh my God, that's a sign of a toxic friendship. Good Jesus. You don't want to be around that. Stop draining your friends. Good Lord, bring some. Listen, now I will say this. You have anything positive to say? I will say that. And you know what? I challenge y'all to say it too. If you got a friend that's always being freaking negative, ask them, do you have anything good that happened today? Are you glad you woke up today? Because you draining me every single day, something going on. God damn. Can we talk about baking cakes and what flavor the icing gonna be? Jesus Christ, I don't need to hear about how you got bills to pay. How your husband is this. Everything saying I don't want to be an ear for you, but everything wrong going on in your life, you mean to tell me every single day is horrible? Can I hear one positive thing? Can I hear, oh my God, I woke up out of bed today and woo, I just feel so good, girl. I'm going shopping. Tell me that you're going shopping, girl. Tell me what you're cooking. Why you gotta be negative every single day, honey? That's draining. Stop draining your friends. Stop draining your friends, okay? It gets exhausting, okay? Here's a good one right here. Stirring up drama. Stirring up drama. Every time you pick up the phone, they want to stir up drama. Yeah. They want to stir up drama. You know, and most of the time, they want to stir up drama between you and somebody else. Yeah. Stir up drama. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? You know, you're like, oh my God. Still, in my opinion, still negative. Stirring up drama, you know, it's just still being negative. The gossiping and stirring up drama is kind of go hand in hand. You hear me? I always want to engage in just drama. You know, can we talk about something positive? But you always want to bring me drama. I don't want to always hear the drama. Girl, did you hear this? Did you hear Betty did this? Did you hear Lisa's husband said this? Girl, did you hear that? You know, Rachel getting a divorce. Girl, did you hear that they about to be evicted from their house? Girl, I don't want to hear all that drama shit. You understand what I'm saying? Can we talk about something positive? You know? That jealousy. Let's talk about jealousy. That you, Miss Chancellor, you uppity, you know, you bougie. Yeah. When people start saying stuff like that to you, and then they also want to start pointing out and even they try to say something about your relationship, right? I forgot about this other situation I had. So I told y'all my husband went overseas, right? When he retired from the military, he went overseas to work. And everybody know when you go overseas as a contractor, you know, you make a little change, right? So he went over there. He just wanted to set us up, you know, set us ahead a little bit, right? So he went over there to work. It was supposed to be for a year, but COVID hit and it ended up being a little bit longer. So he's over there. I had this friend that just moved into the neighborhood. Well, I had this neighbor that just moved into a neighborhood because her husband was military. She was a military spouse. We befriended each other on the back of her being a military spouse. Okay. Y'all know I take real kind to my military folks. So when she told me her husband was retired, we immediately clicked. I mean, not retired. He was retired, but she told me that her husband used to be military. Her and I clicked, right? We really didn't have nothing in common because it's not like she was the one in the military. But like I said, on behalf of her husband, her and I clicked. But this is where it went wrong, y'all. This is where the friendship went downhill because one thing I'm not going to let you do, I'm not going to let you talk down on my relationship, okay? I'm not going to let you talk down on my relationship. And I would encourage anybody, don't let nobody talk down on your investment, okay? Because relationships, well, marriages mostly are investments, okay? You're not about to talk down on my investment, okay? So anyway, she asked me, she said, why Jay, why he over there? You know, y'all get a retirement check, y'all get benefits. Why he over there getting that money? I said, girl, he's just trying to set us up, you know, a little bit, this, that, and the other, whatever. And she was like, well, My husband would never leave me for no year to chase no money, right? So, when she said that, I'm thinking like, okay, well, that's your husband, right? And my husband didn't do this without my consent. And when I mean my consent, is something that we discussed. So this is something that we both agreed to, right? So she was like, ain't no way my husband wouldn't have left, honey. Even if I wanted him to, my husband wouldn't have never left because my husband can't stand to be without me for no year. So I'm listening to her. I'm playing it off. I'm playing it off. I'm playing it off. Now, these are days in between, okay? So she kept on making little statements like that, right? But then she was like, well, I can see he's where he want to be. He's where he want to be. That's what she said one day. It made me go to hell off. She was like, I can see he where he want to be. And I said, let me tell you something, honey. My husband and I agree, and I didn't even have to do this, but I said it. My husband and I agreed to him going over there. I don't know what type of slick comments you're trying to throw my way, right? To insinuate that my husband left because he don't want to be here with me. Because she was like, well, apparently he's where he want to be, that type of bull crap. Honey, I went off on her and I told her, I said, let me tell you something. I would never talk down on your relationship like that. Never. And I don't appreciate you talking down on mine. And I said, you know what? I think it's best that you stay on your side of the neighborhood, the street, because we live on the same street, and I stay on mine. Because I will not tolerate someone talking down and disrespecting, because that's what she was doing, disrespecting my marriage. Trying to throw little hints in there like my husband didn't want to be home, and that's why he was, deployed or, downrange or whatever. Yeah. Don't cut people off like that. You hear me? Cut people off like that. Don't let them try to tell you your relationship ain't right. You know what I mean? Don't let them try to tell you he where he want to be. He doing this, that, and the other because he don't want to be with you. No. Don't let somebody disrespect your relationships. Exactly, Oliver. She was doing that slick jab shit. You hear me? And she was doing it. And again, I didn't cut it at the knees in the beginning, but that's a red flag. When somebody started doing it, I would just cut it at the knees. You hear me? I would even say, listen, don't speak on my relationship like that. Please, I would not disrespect your relationship. And I would appreciate if you do not disrespect mine. That split distance shit, knock it out the door. Cut it at the knees, I'm telling you. Because only thing that's going to happen, if you continue to let it happen, y'all not going to be friends. I never wanted to speak to this lady again. And I told Jay, he said, what happened to you and Sharon? And I had to tell him what happened. And he was like, well, baby, she old, because she was older than me. Well, she old or not. Don't come at me like that. You hear me? Because if I like it, you should love it, okay? If I'm dealing with it, then let me deal with it. If I'm okay with my husband being gone for a year or two, then that's me. That's me. That's my fault. That's my business. Let me feel however I feel about that. Okay? What did Breehive say? Breehive said, what did you say, Breehive? Hold on. She said something. Where you at, boo? Oh, she says, when I say I don't trust anyone, that's just what I mean. I be cordial, but I'm so private. Yes, you are, girl. Yes, you are. But yeah. Don't let nobody slick dish your relationship. I call it disrespect. Slick dish, whatever, but that's disrespect. And they'll do it out of jealousy. Because let me tell you, they were older than me. Her husband was too old to go downrange, right? Because I have a feeling that with the amount of money my husband was making, if her husband could have went downrange, she would have sent his ass too. You hear me? She would have sent his ass too. But he was too old. Okay? So yeah, jealousy is a big one, y'all. Honey, jealousy when they want to compete against you on how you look, what you have, what type of relationship you in, how much money you have, your job, your children may act better than them or act better than their kids. It's a whole lot that your so-called friend can be jealous of. And sometimes you'll be like, damn, we equal. Or they may even have more than you and they'll still be jealous of you. Do you hear me? Sometimes they might just be jealous because of the love and attention that you get from other people. You ain't even got to have shit. Sometimes the way you mingle in a crowd can make people jealous. Sometimes the way you can solve your problems or get through problems, navigate through your issues, you ain't stuck. You still got a smile on your face after all the bullshit you've been in your life. And they be mad at that shit. They be jealous over that. It can be the smallest thing. You may not even it may not even mean a whole lot to you. You might not even know. You might be like, damn, all I'm doing is smiling. And guess what? They like, how can she smile through everything that she done been through? How can she still have a smile on her face? She just lost her job, but she's still smiling. She just went through a divorce, but she's still smiling. You know? She ain't got no money, but she's still smiling. Yeah, they might get jealous over that. Jealous over that. They don't even know what it took for you to get to where you are. They don't even know the hell that you've been through in your life. You hear me? They don't know how many tears you done cried, how many times you done prayed out to God. All they see is you smiling, and they jealous because you're happy. Do you hear me? It don't even have to be money. It could be merely a smile, a twinkle in your eye, a pep in your step, your head held high. And they could be jealous of that. They could never have met you a day in their lives. And they could be jealous. Yeah, so anyway, when your friends start showing signs of jealousy, get them away from you. Get them away from you. When they want to start comparing what you have and what they don't have, not meaning just material things, but relationships, co-parenting ships with your baby daddy or whatever the case may be. Even if your baby daddy is in your life, they might be jealous because their baby daddies ain't in their life. Listen, there's a lot that a friend can be jealous of. You just need to pay attention. You need to pay attention. Okay? Jealousy is a big one. Jealousy is definitely a big one. Okay? Another one. Let me think. Let's do the apologizing without. Hold on. Let me get to this one first. Often jealous of your other friends. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. If you have a friend that don't want you to have no other friends, you need to figure out what's going on. You definitely need to figure out what's going on. What is wrong with me having more than one friend? Why is my friend always trying to tear down my other friend? You feel me? Why they always got something to say about my other friend? Why are they trying to come between my other friend? Why are they always trying to make my other friend out to be a bad person, a bad guy, an op? Why is it? My other friend is talking about them. So why are they always coming to me, trying to tell me something to make me unfriend my other friend? Can everybody drop red flags in the comments, please? Because this is a big ass red flag. Why do they have other friends? Why do you have to be the only friend in my life? Why is it that everybody that I talk to, you come talk to me about them? Why? Why is it that you trying to tear down this friendship, that friendship, this friendship, that one, this one, that one, that one, that one? Why is it? You ain't coming to tell me the shit that you done said. Huh? You ain't coming back to tell me anything that you've done that's not so damn friendly. Why is it that you so desperately feel the need for me to disconnect from everybody else but you? Why is it that you feel that you are it all by yourself? What? Huh? Do you think that I'm supposed to only have one friend? What you jealous of her? What you jealous of my other friends for? Why are you calling and asking my other friends, have they talked to me? What does it matter? Why do you get mad if I talk to them? Get mad. I'm talking about mad. You talk to them? Huh? Get triggered. You hear me? What? What you talking to her for? Oh, I know you done had a 3-hour conversation with this person. What y'all talk about? Doesn't matter. If you and I are friends and I'm friends with Lisa, why do you care what me and Lisa just talked about for 2 hours? If I can come back and tell you, then why do you care? Why do you feel the need? You know? What is wrong with you? Why are you jealous of my other friends? Because you want to be the only one. Because you want to tear down my relationships with anybody else and maybe even family members or relationships. When someone is trying to get you all by themselves, right? Don't want you to have a relationship. They can't stand that person. So they make up lies and shit about that person, right? Because they want you and that person to be done, right? They want you to be finished with that person. They make up lies about your other friends, every last one of them, because they want you to be finished with that person. They destroy relationships, they destroy other friendships, and maybe even families. They might even try to turn your sisters away from you, or maybe even people that you called your sisters. Yeah. Why is it? Listen, that's a red flag. That is a red flag. Stop being friends with someone that have something to say about every last friend and relationship that you're in. That you don't like my boyfriend, you don't like my husband, you don't like this friend, you don't like that friend, you don't like my neighbor, you don't like my sister, you don't like my brother, you don't like my pastor. Who do you like? Who do you like? Jealous of everybody else around me. Are you the perfect one for me? Is that it? It is some sick shit. When you see that, run. That's a red flag, y'all. That's a good one. That's a listen, this might need to be at the top, child. This might need to be at the top, child. It need to be at the top. Jealous of your other friends. You hear me? Here's another one. Apologize without sincerity. Okay? When they might get busted or caught in something, you know what I mean? When they get busted from lying on you, when they get busted from spreading your business, but then you forgive them because you love them. Then they give this half-ass apology, right? No, I ain't mean it like that. Well, if you feel like if you took it like that, if you took it that way, then I apologize. I'm sorry, right? No, you give me a sincere apology, right? But when they be giving these half-ass apologies, acting like it ain't no big deal. But I mean, if you think it's a big deal, then all right, I'll apologize. But it wasn't that serious. It wasn't that deep. You're making a big deal out of it. I mean, if it's gonna take us still being friends, then all right, okay, I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? Half-ass apologies. half-ass apology. It wasn't that serious. You know, we all did things wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Half-ass apologies without changed behaviors. Listen, if you are sincerely sorry for what you did, guess what? You ain't gonna do the shit again. You ain't gonna do it again. Because guess what? That sincere apology came from your heart, right? But when you know it's a half-ass apology, you apologize and you do the same shit that you got called out for, you do that shit again. You do it again. And that's how you know that it's not a sincere apology. Yeah. Sincere apology comes with changed behavior. If your friend apologized to you and they still doing the same shit, red flag. If they ain't changed shit about what they doing, and that is coming to you and being jealous of your other friends, talking about your other friends behind their back to you, stirring up drama, and if they ain't sorry for it, sincerely sorry for it, and they still doing the shit, that's a red flag. Then that means that shit wasn't sincere in the beginning at all. Just they didn't mean that shit. They didn't mean it. They said it because they knew they can check the block and keep it moving. Yeah, some people just check the block. All right, well, I know about apologize because, you know, some people play on your heartstrings, right? They know you got a soft heart, and they know an apology to you or I'm sorry can go a long ass way. But I'm sorry without changed behavior is bullshit. It's bullshit. Get away from that person. Stop giving people chance after chance after chance. You know? Here's another good one. Refuse to take responsibility. When you find out your friend did something or said something, right? And you're not ready to toss the whole relationship because, again, you love your friend, right? But you want to just hear them take some responsibility, and that might just be as simple as saying, all right, I fucked up. I did it, and I was wrong, right? But if they ain't taking no responsibility, like, no, she lied on me. I didn't even say that. I didn't even do that. And they just continue to lie and lie and lie, get defensive, start talking aggressive, over talking you, you know? Don't really want to hear what the hell you got to say. They don't even want you to call them out. They don't want you to call them out because you just want them to be called out, take responsibility, and let's move on, right? Look, I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you, I don't even be doing that. Listen, take responsibility. You know, I did that to you. That was hurtful. I'm sorry. I apologize. I definitely wasn't trying to be hurtful towards you. Now, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. No. If you said something and did something, and you know, and you didn't know, honestly didn't know it was going to hurt that person, just say it. I didn't know that was going to hurt you. I didn't mean it out of malice. Just say that. Right? Own the shit. Take responsibility. Own that shit. Yeah, I did it. I did. I said that. But this is what I meant. I didn't mean it in no other way but this. Own it. You know? Just because you own it, it may not make the situation perfect. It may not make the other person feel good, but own it and apologize. And you guys can probably move forward in a positive direction. But you just sitting up there being aggressive, defensive, and lying your motherfucking ass off and trying to downplay and dismiss it. That's a damn red flag. You hear me? It's a red flag. Y'all saying the ads. Let me cut these ads off. Hold on, y'all. Y'all about to listen. Let me turn these ads off. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Let me see if it'll let me right quick. Because that's the third person I've seen say the ads. Are the ads bothering y'all? Let me turn them off. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn these ads off. I got to demonetize the video. Hold on. It won't let me. It won't let me because I have to do it in the beginning. I'm sorry, y'all. Next time I won't demonetize it until I finish, okay? All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. Anyway, what was we talking about? Oh, refusing to take responsibility, okay? Listen, like I was saying, sometimes you can save a friendship by just being honest. Keeping it a buck. Like people say, keeping it a buck. Keeping it 100. Telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. You know? I did. I didn't know it was going to offend you. I offended you, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. But getting defensive, getting aggressive, being dismissive, belittling that other person's feelings, that's no friend. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. They lied on me. That ain't no accountability. You are not taking responsibility. Get away from people like that. You hear me? Stop trying to continue friendships with somebody that's lying to you and can't even keep it a buck. Your friends should be able to keep it a buck. If they love you and if they said something that may be harmful to you, it may hurt you, but you didn't really mean to hurt them. And if it gets back to them, and if they say, did you say that? Own that shit. You owe them that much. You owe them that much. Yes, I said it. I did say that. But let me explain to you why. Definitely wasn't trying to step on your toes or hurt your feelings, but I said it, and this is why. Well, yeah, that bothered me. Okay, I apologize. I was not trying to bother you. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to be hurtful at all. No malice intent whatsoever. Because guess what, y'all? We all human. We say shit sometimes that hurt other people's feelings. It's okay. Even your friends, even your relationships, even your spouse. Don't sit here and think that your spouse ain't gonna say some shit sometimes that hurts your feelings. They will. But if they just come back when you let them know that they hurt your feelings, if they try not to make excuses for it, they take responsibility and apologize, guess what? We can move past it. But when they're not trying to take responsibility, no, I got to deal with that. I got something to say about that. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Candy Girl, for the super chat. She says, more of the story, when a person shows you who they are, believe in the first motherfucking time, period. You right, girlfriend? I will always live by that, honey. They show you who they are. Believe them. You know, she said, you being honest, not that snakish. We fall out and you put my life on blast. Walk away. That's it. No snakish. Yeah, now you put my life on black. Like, listen, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay? We're gonna get there. All right. Here's another one. Putting you down. Listen, friends elevate. Friends encourage. Friends motivate. Friends inspire. You hear me? Friends do not put you down. Friends uplift. You understand what I'm saying? Friends pull you up. Friends do not put you down. Okay? Now, being honest, that's constructive criticism. When you're being honest about something, but you still need to be tactful even when you're doing that. Being honest with your friend is one thing, but trying to put them down, make them feel like they less than you, they stupid, they dumb, they don't know what they doing, they crazy. Oh, I don't even see how you can do that. I never. Oh, I hate that right there. Let me tell you. Ooh, child. Let me tell you something. I can't stand that. Child, I would never. I would never. I would never. Don't. I would never me. Because right there, you telling me that in my mind, I feel like when you be like, I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never do anything like that, right? That made me feel like you saying that I'm crazy for doing what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm stupid from doing what I'm doing. I'm dumb for doing what I'm doing. You smarter than me because you would never. I would never. I would never. Oh hell no! I would never. Oh, I would never. You put me down. That's how I take it. Oh hell no! I would never. You understand what I'm saying? Don't put me down to make yourself feel better. You know what I mean? But if I'm your friend and I need to lose some weight, say, hey girl, especially if we live in the same town, when are we going walking together? Let's start a walking program. Or hey girl, I just started this diet by, Ian Smith. You want to try it with me? Or something like that. Because guess what? Your fat friend might enjoy being fat, right? So you ain't got to put me down and say, oh, that's why you can't get no boyfriend because you 2 tons of fun. But you ain't got to put me down to make yourself feel better. No. Because again, friends encourage, motivate, inspire, boost your self-esteem. Yeah, they uplift you. That's what they do. Somebody said, I blocked my ex-husband. He said, yeah, I stopped talking to my friends and my family. And I blocked my ex-husband. Girl, who you talk to? Let me tell you something. And I know we talk about friends, but let me tell you a little short story. You know what? Never mind. I ain't gonna say because this was about a relationship. But anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But yeah, your friends don't put you down. You know what I'm saying? Or, again, you can constructive criticism, like for instance, let me give you an example, right? I don't think this is putting down a friend when you go to pick your friend up and she got dressed to go out to the club and she looked like a hot damn mess.com, right? Constructive criticism is, Lisa, where are you going with that? You know your ass crack is showing, right? I know you ain't walking out the house looking like that. That's not putting your friend down. That's telling your friend she looked like a damn fool with what she have on, okay? It's a difference. You can police up your friend. But now if she say, I'm good with it, then you roll with it. But I think it's our duty as friends to let our friends know, you do know your ass crack is showing. Are you sure you want to wear that? You sure you want to do this? You got more Rose than Dolly Madison in that dress. You sure you don't want to put on no girdle? You sure you don't want to do this? Because, if you good, I'm good now, right? Exactly, Oliver. That's keeping it a buck. That's keeping it 100, right? But to go to your friend's house and your friend got that dress on and you don't say shit to her, right? You don't say nothing to her. You know she looked like a hot mess. Y'all in the club, and now you want to humiliate her. You want to put her down. You want to laugh at her because now other people laughing at her butt crack. Yeah, you want a friend because you should have told her when you saw that shit before y'all left the house. She still had enough time to change, right? To put something else on. But now you in the club and you want to put her down in front of other people or whatever, or poke fun at her because other people poking fun at her. You ain't no friend. That ain't no friend. Or here's another one. Now, I am gonna tell this little story. I think I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. So I have a friend. I have a friend actually. She's a friend. She's a police officer friend of mine. She lives in, well, anyway, police officer friend of mine. When I got a divorce from my ex-husband, I didn't become an officer until after my divorce, but I became an officer by this time. Ran into my friend, and she said, "Hey, I ran into your mom at the grocery store the other day, my adopted mom." And she said, "She told me that you and such got a divorce." I said, "Yeah, we did." She said, "Oh, Moore, I'm so sorry. I'm sad to hear that or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, it's all good or whatever. It didn't work." She was like, "Okay, yeah." She told me about. She was started naming off all type of bad shit that was happening in my life at that time, right? And I was like, "Yeah, life is such, whatever, whatever." I said, "But hey, did she tell you I became an officer?" And she said, "No, girl, she didn't tell me that. You an officer?" I said, "Yeah, girl. I became an officer, this, that, and the other." She said, "What? No, she ain't tell." See, people be quick to spread the bad shit about you, but don't want to say the good shit about you, right? Yeah, they want to put you down. I know that ain't no friendship that I'm talking about right there. That was an adopted mama, daughter relationships, but they want to put you down in front of others, try to make you appear small, want to tell all the bad shit about you, but don't even want to speak on the good. God, you know what I mean? I'm like, what's up with that? Spreading all type of fucking drama. That's what it was, drama. That's exactly what it was, drama ass. But no, in a healthy friendship, you lift and encourage your friend, right? When I got a divorce, my friends was right there to say, "Amor, I'm so sorry you going through this, girl. Listen, God take it away, and He gives you, and He take it away, Amor. Don't worry about it, Amor. I know you're going through this. If you need me, I'm here for you, girl. What do you need? You uplift your friend. That's healthy friendships. You don't put them down, no matter what they're going through. You can tell if a person is not a friend when they know you're going through some bullshit and they ready to motherfucking take a damn dump truck and ride over your head, throw you dead up under the bus, because that ain't no friend. That's definitely not a friend. It's the term they say, don't ever kick a person when they down. If your friend is kicking you when they are down, they are not your friend. They are not your friend. Don't even be around someone that's willing to kick you when you down. Okay. The overly competitive with you, I think that's a given, honey. Let me talk about the overly competitive with you thing. Have you ever met someone that always want to one up you? Oh my God. Listen, oh my God. One up motherfuckers. Stay away from me. Jesus, can I have a spotlight for 1 second? Have you ever met someone? One up. They always want to one up. Oh yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, I did that 2 years ago. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I been did that. Oh yeah, I already had that. Oh yeah, you just not getting that like that. Me for 5 seconds. For 5 seconds. Oh my God. These one up motherfuckers just make you want to scream. And if you are a one-upper, can you please, somebody said the Me Too's. Oh yeah, the Me Tours. Oh yeah, Me Too. Oh yeah, I already got that. Oh yeah, did that, done that already. Okay, all right, I know you did. But can I talk about what just happened to me? Okay, I know you got a Beamer. I get it. But I just bought one. Can I talk about mine for 5 seconds? Oh, girl, I had that Beamer, that one. Yeah, my husband bought me that one 5 years ago, and I didn't trade it in and got 3 more since then. You be like, oh, girl, guess what I just did? Girl, I just purchased my own house just now. You just not getting your own house? Girl, I had my own house when I was 22 years old. And this, that, and can you just be happy for me for a minute? You know what I mean? Just a minute. Like, just enjoy me for a minute. I already know you got a house. I didn't know you had a house. You told me 11 times. Can you be happy for me? Why do we have to be in competition with each other? I got a degree, girl. I got 2, honey. Yes, and working on my 3rd one, honey. About to start my PhD. Oh, okay, no worries, no worries, no worries. Girl, I made $5,000 last month. Girl, I made 10. Just always want to compete against you. Listen, and let me tell you something else. Compete against you, even with spending time with people. You understand what I'm saying? They want to say stuff like, oh yeah, I did this and I saw them and I called them and they talked to me and yeah, they always in competition with you. That's very unhealthy. Make no sense. Now, if you want to compete with your friend, y'all, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with competition, but compete in a healthy way. Like, hey, girl, let's go on this fast for 30 days. Come on, do it with me. I'm trying to get down 10 pounds. Let's see who can beat each other. Let's see who can get down to 10 pounds first. Okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's healthy competition. Let's fast for 10 days and see how much we can lose. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's healthy competition. But that competition that you always got to one-up me, you always got to outdo me, you always got to be smarter than me. Come on. Really? This ain't no competition. I show you a nice picture of my body and now you just sent me 5 nice pictures of yours. Girl. Can I have this moment? Can I have this moment? Just 5 seconds. Just give it to me today. Give it to me today, girl. Show me your pictures tomorrow. We ain't in no competition. My boyfriend did this for me. My boyfriend did that for me. My man did this. My man did that. My mama did this. My mama did that. Okay, got it. We ain't in competition, sis. There is no competition, sis. Sometimes let your friend win, shit. Let your friend win. You ain't got to win all the time, sis. Ooh, honey, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Here's another one, lack of support. Lack of support, right? This is almost that one-sided relationship type thing, lack of support. When your friend call you, you all ears, you ready to hear whatever they going through. They tell you, oh my God, I just lost my job. You're there to listen. You're there to wipe their tears. You're there to encourage them, pick them up. But then that shit happened to them and they call you. Oh, girl, I got to go. I'm going shopping. Oh, girl, I'm doing this. Oh, girl, not right now. Oh, girl, I can't do it right now. Oh, what about tomorrow? One-sided friendships, lack of support. I can support you, but you brush me off when I need your help, when I need your ears. No, that ain't no true friends, sis. Friends sometimes drop everything that they doing. Now, I ain't saying be stupid. I ain't saying be stupid. You know what I mean? You in a meeting with your boss and your friend call you, and you just tell your boss, give him the middle finger and go out there and see what your friend want. I ain't saying be stupid, right? But what I'm saying is, if you know your friend there for you, you know your friend can talk you through some shit. Know how to talk your friend through some shit, or sometimes maybe just listen. But be there. Y'all need to be there for each other. It shouldn't be no one-sided. Work through it together. We may not always have problems going on at the same time. 9 times out of 10, we're not going to have problems going on at the same time. But if I have a problem and if I need you, sis, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to want you to be there for me. Especially after I've been there for you and all your bullshit. Can you be there for me, sis? Are you one of them friends that right now, if your friend call you, you will be there for them? Since they done been there for you? Come on now. When you lost your job, they were there for you. You know, they was paying for y'all to still go out to eat, go to the club, because she knew it was a temporary thing. She knew you would bounce back and get back on your feet. That's what friends do. But don't turn your nose up and forget. You forget that that person was there for you. Then now you don't want to support them when they need it. And that goes into another topic. Not topic, but along the same line, but just change it up a little bit. We need to be careful what type of friends we select. Stop selecting needy as friends. You got to be friends with people on your level. I'm sorry, but it's true. Y'all cannot be so far apart, because then it's going to feel one-sided anyway. Because that person can't do a goddamn thing for you. You hear me? When you got that friend that the conditions are you friends because you helping them pay their damn rent, you keeping their lights on. You understand what I'm saying? But they ain't doing shit for you. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all friend is contingent upon you giving. That ain't no friend. Stop being friends with needy ass people, because guess what's going to happen? The moment you tell that friend no, the moment you cut that friend off from giving them money, you know what they're going to do? Huh? They're going to throw your ass under the bus, and they're going to ride over it with all the tires. You hear me? They're going to throw your ass under the bus and crush your head is what they're going to do. Stop being friends based on what you can do for them. That ain't your friend. Not your friend. Somebody said equally yoked. Stop being unequally yoked in your friendship. You can't do it. Meet someone on your level. Y'all have something in common. I ain't saying if you make 100,000, they gotta make 100,000. What I'm saying is they gotta be self-sufficient if you self-sufficient. Stop being friends with these non-self-sufficient motherfuckers. Now, I ain't saying just because you make 100,000 and if they make 40,000, y'all can't be friends. What I'm saying is, can they take care of themselves? Can they pay their rent? Can they keep food in the house? Can they be self-sufficient? Can they stand on their own? Or do they need you? Or do they desperately need you to throw them a bone every single month? And the moment you say no, the moment you cut the cord, the moment you unplug and say, I can't do it this month, they're going to wig out on your ass. That's when you know that friendship was based on conditions. I'm friends with you as long as you keep throwing me a bone, baby. Because the moment you pull the plug, it's your ass. I'm throwing you all the way under the bus and riding over your ass. You hear me? That's conditional friendships. I ain't cool with conditional friendships at all. This friendship is contingent upon this. No, I don't want to be your friend at all. Get thee away from me. So get somebody on your level, and on your level again, don't mean 50-50, equal. What I mean on your level is your ass self-sufficient and they self-sufficient too. You don't need them and they don't need you. You hear me? I'm telling you. Because TD Jakes said it one time, you know, and at first I was like, dang, that ain't that godly, you know what I mean? But then I had to think about what it is he was saying. Hold on a second, let me take some water. Okay, sorry about that. But no, I understood what TD Jakes was saying. You can't allow everybody in your circle. Everybody can't eat at the table with you. Everybody can't have a front row seat in your life. Y'all need to be equally yoked. Sometimes you might want to talk about some shit, but if you got this old broke, busted, and disgusted friend, you might be talking about going on a trip to goddamn Egypt somewhere. But when you got these broke, busted, and disgusted friends that can't afford to go, they're going to be expecting you to pay. You hear me? Everybody ain't the same. Be friends with someone that understands where you going, where you at now, where you trying to go. Now, I'm talking about friends. I ain't saying you can't be cordial to everybody. You can't be associates to people. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about you calling somebody your friend. I'm talking about you calling somebody your friend. We friends. Baby, it's conditional because you're doing something for them. Because once you stop, you're going to find out what type of friend that person really is. Yes, baby. We need to be careful with that word. Woo, child, we need to be careful with that word. You hear me? Whew, do we even want to talk about that? Do we even want to talk about the discredit you? They discredit you. They tell your effing secrets to other people. Do we have anybody in the building that have friends that say they're your friend, but then they call somebody else up and tell somebody else all your damn business? They just sticking around just to find out information from you, just so they can run and tell somebody else, complain about you, yap about you, spread rumors about you. They're ready to discredit you. And then they turn around and play the victim in the friendship. Like I was good to that person. I was a really good friend to them. No, they wasn't. They was waiting on an opportunity for them to snake your ass, to bring you down, to destroy you. That ain't no friend and never was. Do you hear me? When you got somebody just waiting, they just waiting for things to go left so they can bite the shit out of you, bring you to your knees. That was never a friend, ever. That ain't no title of no friend. That's a snake, rat, bug, or a dog. Which one? Snake, rat, bug, or a dog. That's what that is. Definitely not a friend. When they feel that they are not receiving the attention that they want from you, they snake your ass. When they feel that they cannot get the financial assistance that they need from you, they snake your ass. When they feel that they lost the position in your life, they snake your ass. You no longer benefit them, so they snake your ass. And then they turn around and act like the victim. You made me do this. You twist my arm. And you made me do this. Can't nobody make you do shit. You a grown motherfucker. You did it because that's what you wanted to do all along. Yeah. Because you a snake, a rat, a bug, and a dog. That's what you are. That was your intentions from the beginning. Yes. Couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. You know? Most people, when they break up friendships or whatever, you know, most people break up friendships, you know, if they were true friends, if they were really true friends, they may hold on to some stuff and tell it later. But if you're ready to spill the beans, just because you don't hold the position you once held in your friend's life, you were never a friend. You a snake. You a rat. You a bug. You a dog. Never a friend. That's what you was all along. A snake, a rat, a bug, and a dog. Yep. You ready to try to discredit me. You ready to try to make me out as a liar. You ready to try to make me out as the worst person in the world. But I wasn't that worst person in the world when we were still friends. I wasn't that horrible human being when we were still friends. I wasn't that hoe when we were still friends. I wasn't the criminal when we were still friends. I wasn't the scum of the earth when we were still friends. Now that we're no longer friends, what you say I was? Huh? What did you say out your mouth that I am? That means that's how you really felt. All along, that's how you felt. Trust and believe. When you get them people that try to discredit you real fast, what are they, y'all? Snakes, rats, bugs, and dogs. You hear me? That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. Now listen, there's some more. You can always just Google signs of toxic friendships, and a whole lot of them will pop up. But I wanted to highlight some of them today because you need to be careful with who you call a friend. I would even encourage you to, when you getting to know somebody, don't even give them that title yet. You understand what I'm saying? When you dating a guy, you know, or a girl or whatever, when y'all first get together, you might say, we're dating, but you ain't put him in that boyfriend, fiance, or even husband category yet, right? Because what are you doing? You're getting to know them. So they don't even have a title yet because you're getting to know them. Stop giving the friendship title out immediately. Hold that damn title until you really get to know a person. Hell, I don't care if it's 6 months, a year, 2 years. Stop handing out the friendship badges. Keep them. Keep the friendship badges until you find someone loyal enough to call them a friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody is definitely not your friend. Some of these people are your foes, dressed up, disguised to be your friend. They ain't your friend, boo. They a foe. We don't fuck with foes at all. That friendship badge should be held on tight. Definitely held on tight. Stop allowing people front row seats of your life. Because the moment they're not in the front row anymore, they're going to lie. They're going to make up shit. They're going to discredit you. They're going to try to ruin you. And it's going to be unfreaking believable. You're going to be looking like, what the fuck did you just say? I did what? I said what? I am what? All of a sudden, when you're not friends, all of a sudden they want to call you bitches and hoes, honey. You a hoe, honey. Yeah, girl. Why? When you was friends, you wasn't no hoe. Right? You was a wholesome young lady, but now you a hoe. You a hoe. They try to bring you down. They throw all types of shit up in the air and wait for it to splatter all across the ground. That's what they do. But you know what? Pull your big girl panties up. Know what you know. And especially if you know the shit is bullshit, don't even address it. They lost a friend and they know they lost a friend, and that's why they talking shit. When a person knows that they lost a really good friend, they try to discredit you so they won't feel so bad about them losing you. Trust me, it's going to hit them later on because they're going to realize, God damn, she ain't never done nothing to me. And I made up lies because she took something away from me. She made me feel low when she took this away from me. She took my position. I no longer have front row seat in her life, and I'm mad. So I'm going to lie. I'm going to discredit her. I'm going to make her look like the worst thing in the world because she took something that I wanted away, and that is front row seat in her life, just because it was benefiting me. And when she realized that it no longer served her for you to be front row seat, what you do? You bash, you smear, you defame, you discredit. Liar, liar, pants on fire. But at the end, you lose. You lost a good friend. You lose. If you're that toxic friend, if you was that toxic, jealous, hateful, envious, drama-filled friend, you lose. Hopefully, later on down the line, you might find somebody else that trusts you enough to be your friend. But should nobody trust you ever in life? Because guess what? If you did it to one friend, you're going to do it to another. If you did it to one friend, you're going to do it to another. If you was truly a friend, you would have moved on gracefully and not said nothing. Not said a thing. But you show your true color. Let me tell you something. Now, I may need some help with this one. because somebody just told me this recently. They said, Y'all tell me how it go, because I know I'm about to fuck it up already. How it go? You never know what type of person you married to until you divorce them, or how they go. Let me see. You divorce the person you divorce is not the person you marry. Is that what it is? The person you divorced is not the same person you married, right? That goes for friendships. I know Tinkers. I know you listen. Me and Tinkers talk behind the scenes, and she say I fuck up every saying. Well, Tinkers, how does it go? You never know what type of person really is until your friendship ends or your relationship is tested. Okay? Because that person, that real person, is gonna come out. Now I know it's a saying. I know it's some type of twist turn to it or whatever, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? A person show you who they are when times are tested, challenged. You know what I mean? If you fall out, you have any type of challenges, you just go through some tested times, a person gonna show you. I promise you, I did not know who my husband was until the day we was in the divorce court. He said some shit to me. This is my ex-husband. He said some shit to me that I would have never in my life ever thought that he would say. I was like, whoa. If somebody told me that he said that about me before that day, I would have said, you a lie. Because that ain't him. I saw the real him the day I went in to finalize my divorce. I saw the real him. Some people can be low down. You hear me? So when you lose a friend, y'all fall out. Y'all, go through some issues or whatever the case may be, honey. If they ready to discredit you, toss you out with the bathwater, you already know what it is. You were never a friend. You snake ass bitch. Anyway, y'all, that concludes my live for tonight. I love y'all. Anybody want to come up right quick and tell me about a story of a friend that snaked the hell out of them? Anybody? I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to give y'all about 5 minutes or so to come up. If y'all want to talk, give a little short 5-minute conversation or whatever. We'll listen to you. She says, I were living with them. Ooh, child. Yes, I love y'all, honey. She said, this concludes your red talk about snake hoes. Snakes, rats, bugs, and dogs. That's the only thing I can. That's the only thing I can think of. You hear me? Snakes, rats, bugs, and dogs. She said that real person will show up in the aftermath, and they will. She said, I wish everybody came with a trailer, like a movie trailer. That way you can see a snippet of the beginning, middle, and the end. Honey, don't you know? But listen, we got to be prepared, though, y'all. When you go to asking God to shake the tree, right? When you go ask, listen, they say you got to be careful, baby, what you pray for. You got to be careful what you pray for, because God's going to do it. He is. If you ask God to shake the tree, to remove people that mean you no good out of your life, you got to be prepared to see when that tree gets shook, what the hell gonna fall out, honey. You may not even realize. You might be like, I know it's gonna be your ass. Be careful what you pray for, okay? If you ain't ready for it, don't ask for it. Because he just might give you what you ask for. When he shake the tree, stand back and be prepared for whatever fall out. All right, y'all? Well, since anybody come up, honey, I gave y'all 5 minutes. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.